So that's what's pretty cool to say, you know, you're working on a job, it's like, you know what, God, I'm so tired. I've been at it for editing for, you know, an hour or 2 hours, and I'm just tired. I want to get up, you know, go take a shower, get something to eat, and then I'll come back and you know, start the job again or whatever. Well, what you can do is just kind of close your computer. I don't really like to do that a whole lot, just in case something happens. I mean, it doesn't happen to the job. So usually I'll just kind of click out of the job, okay? And then it brings you back to this screen right here. No big deal. Once you open up again and you come right here, it's like, well, I want to go to that job. Well, to get into jobs, it's Alt-E. Alt-E is edit, okay? And then it gives you all the jobs that you have. Well, you don't have to do that. If you want to go in and start editing the job that you just finished, all you have to do is press number 1. Reopen Gene Brown. Gene Brown was the last case that you were doing. You know, it's like, I want to go to the exact spot where I finished. Okay. Open up, press number 1, automatically takes you to that job. Pretty cool. Or let's say you worked on Gene Brown, but you worked on Donald Trump too, and Mike Krzyzewski. Well, you know what? I need to go back and do some stuff to Mike Krzyzewski. I'm going to go through, do a spell check, and then print it, and then go ahead and proofread that job. No big deal. You don't have to go into Alt-E. You can press S, and it'll take you to all the well, actually, it doesn't even begin with S. It's with a K. Krzyzewski's with a K. But anyway, so you can go into Alt-E, push K, and it brings it up, and you'll see all the jobs that begin with the letter K. Well, Krzyzewski is spelled K-R-C something. So all you do is K-R. I guarantee that's going to be probably the only job you have with K-R. Maybe Kramer, I don't know. But if you can do it that way. If not, you come to this right here, recent. And it'll give you like the top 10 or 15 jobs that you've done. So if you just did it, it's going to be in the recent. So press recent. See what happens. Did it bring up some jobs? Days?
Wow.
Pretty cool. So the last 12 jobs that you worked on, those are the last 12. Okay? So it's pretty cool. So you don't have to go into Alt-D or whatever. It's like, God, what was the name of that job that I worked on yesterday? And the only other one that I worked on was Gene Brown from today. You know what? I'll go into recent. Oh, yeah, it was Mike Krzyzewski. Oh, okay, that's right. Boom, push number 2, you're ready to go. No big deal. Pretty cool, okay? But that's what these things do right here, okay? So it tells you like the different functions. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go into your dictionary? Well, you can press number 7, or the speed key or the hotkey is F9. You just push F9, it takes you right into your dictionary. So it always gives you the shortcut. That's what these little hotkeys are, shortcuts. So, I mean, it's not different things. It's doing the same thing. So I want to open some text. Oh man, it's Alt-D, that's right. Or I can just press number 6. You can press 6. You can come up here to that, which is, you know, your jobs dictionary, your jobs, or Alt-D, or recent. So there's so many different ways of doing things, and they just try to make it as easy as they can, okay? So they give you so many different options.
Each time you move your cursor, you'll probably find the choice you need is at the top of the list from 1 to 10.
See, it's pretty cool. Like you're right here, and then it starts giving you, that's what this little box that I told you how to press, you know, to have this box open, that's why you need this. And then if you have the little pop-up one, it comes right here. So it's going to be right above here. And this is really small. It's a really small box, but it's right here, and it just gives you those examples right here. It's actually pretty cool. So as you move along, as you move your cursor from word to word, these things change, because the words change. So now it's on sheet. So it's like, well, what do you want to do? I mean, do you want a byline right there? No. Do you want to join a paragraph? No. Modify, you know, whatever. Or did you mean she's? Because it says, you know, that it sees she is. Did you mean she is? Did you mean she's? And if you meant she's, then all you press is 6. You don't have to put an apostrophe S right there. that's one of your selections right there. So it just makes editing real easy. It's guessing before you even have to do anything. And maybe she is correct. She is still working there. That is correct. You don't have to do anything with this. Nothing. Okay? It's pretty cool.
Automagic is also a great teacher. Wherever there's a menu item, you'll see the icon displayed.
See, so I mean, if you're an icon freak and you want to have all of those icons on there, you want all 6 of them, help yourself, you know? And what it's going to do is it's going to give you the icons of what it is. You know, well, you want to do a modified paragraph, then you go to that icon. Remember that it's that icon, okay? I wouldn't suggest that, but I mean, you can do it however you want.
You'll also see the hyper keys and speed keys that are editing shots. You don't need to see these, you can hide them. Here a StenoNotes file is open. Pressing 7 gives you a translation preview. That's not a new feature, but Automagic makes it really easy to use.
You see what it's saying there? So like when you have your notes up or whatever, you bring up a notes thing and you want to see the translation mode, like I was telling y'all, to bring it up in English, you know, to see how it's going to translate to the notes that you have, then all you have to do is press number 7. You don't have to come over here and right click again and go down to translate mode. All you do is press, you know, number 7, or just remember that it's Alt-M. Understand? Get that? Pretty cool.
In a new dictionary, just press 1 to build from a word list, or 2 to add entries from your computer keyboard.
You see what it's saying right there? It's like if you want to go in there and start modifying your dictionary, the dictionary you have right now, you go into F9. Go into F9. Or for you, it's function F9, I guess. And it goes into your, now it's going to give you, it should give you these. Does this little thing pop up on the side?
My dictionaries pops up.
I'm sorry?
Dictionaries, F9?
Yeah.
Dictionaries.
We'll choose the main one.
Oh. Well, I'm on tutorial because that's where I was at. So, you want me to exit tutorial?
You can minimize it sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then open up a real-time file.
Got it? Does yours look like this?
Yeah.
It does?
Well, it has more options.
Yeah, I mean, this is just real basic. It's probably going to give you 10 different options of what you can do or whatever. So, I mean, if you want to build a dictionary, add a dictionary entry, you can. So it's like, you know what, I heard a word today and I know I'm going to use it. You know, and I think this is the way that I would stroke it out. Then you can come in here and do it. And you press, you know, you press the letters down here. And say it was Krzyzewski. And you want to do S-H-E-F, and then the space bar will give you, it puts the S-H-E-F and then comes down again, and then you do S-H-E-F, okay? And then it'll ask you, what do you want to define it as? Well, I want to define it as Krzyzewski, K-R-Y-C-I, whatever. So it's pretty cool. Y'all see that? No?
Mine's giving me trouble. So I have the lesson player open. So this is the.
Can you minimize it?
Okay, so I'm gonna minimize it.
Okay. Now go into F9. Just F9. Okay. And you. That's not your name.
That's because I have the tutorial, so I don't know why it's not working that way.
And it may be because you're in it. Just get out of everything. Close that. Go and get out of that whole thing. And then go back in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to add an entry or whatever?
Oh, okay.
Just press number 2.
Oh, okay, I see.
So, I mean, if you
Whenever I
go
get
forward.
2, mine doesn't work, but I personally do. I personally do Control G, but I want to learn how to use these keys, but my
Yeah.
2 is not working. But I know I should be doing this, but I have to do Control G for that.
Well, however it comes up, however it's easy for you to remember, I mean, do it.
I want my it does this to me all the time. I'm trying to get
And it's not
it
working.
down.
Push number 2. No, you have to push these. Push.
Is the instruction just type in the letter to make it, that make it different?
Done that, yeah, just number 2. Number 2. Go up here and click it up here. See? Click it out. Now, just press number 2. Well, it's taking it every time you have 2.
And I'm finding that out when I'm transfer anything, and I'm all these options.
You can go up there and click them.
It's not me, I'm supposed to.
Well, really, you're not. But I don't know why it's good. I mean, we'll mess with it for a little bit. So that's the way that you do that if you want to add an entry or whatever.
AutoMagic adds great shortcuts to find entries. Pressing 1 here would filter the display to show just
So if you want to find certain entries in your dictionary, you can. You know, so you go to find entries. On this little thing over here, it should have find entries. Well, then it's going to bring you to this little box. So what do you want to find? Well, I want to find everything that's capitalized. And it'll go to everything that's capitalized. It'll go to all the numbers. If you just want to look at numbers. So instead of going through your whole dictionary, trying to find some certain thing, and you know that it has to do with numbers, then all you have to do is press number 6, and it takes you to every entry that you have that involves a number. Okay? Pretty cool.
capitalized entries. And now press 1 again to unfilter the display. Globaling is a good example. With Global Magic, Eclipse users can simply mark notes and then pick a choice off a list.
You see what it's saying here? So when you global something, and it's supposed to be arthroscopic, okay? So what it does now is sometimes it'll give you the right one. Say it was arthroscopy. I don't know, I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm just giving you an example. Well, you know what? Arthroscopic comes up and urethroskopic comes up. Well, it's not the right one. No big deal. It gives you the prompt right there. You type in the right word. You want it in your main dictionary? Yeah, that's the way that I stroke it. So yeah. Or you know what? I don't want that in my main dictionary. I just want it in a job dictionary. Control M is for your main. Control T is for Control J is for your job dictionary. Okay? And then but be careful with that when you're putting stuff in your dictionary, that you're putting it in the right dictionary. If you want it in your main, this one's always going to pop up. But if you want it just in a job, say it was chef, and you want it to come up as Mr. Krzyzewski or Krzyzewski, then you don't want it in your main, because every time you do chef, say you take the deposition of Mr. Sheffield. And, man, I don't want to strike out Sheffield all the time. I just don't want to do chef. Well, then, every time every time you do chef, it's going to come up Krzyzewski because you put it in your main. The chef is Krzyzewski. So be careful with that, okay? But usually it'll give you, sometimes 4 or 5, maybe 6 or 8, different little things to choose from, depending on what it is, on what word it is, okay, and what you want to put in there. So it's pretty cool. It's already thinking ahead. It already kind of knows, hey man, this looks like arthroscopic. Well, it was. So you don't have to type in arthroscopic. You just push number 1, it puts arthroscopic in there. You know what? I want it in my main, push OK, it's already in there. Time, 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 boom. So time is money, guys, and it's just helping you. It's just making it easy, okay?
You can still use the very efficient Globaling dialog, but it's even easier to pick choices from the automatic.
So once you've already done it once, and say you added just the B, you didn't type the K, IK. Now it's arthroscopic. Well, you know what? It's already thinking ahead. You know what? Last time you had all of these strokes together, this is what you had, arthroscopic. So now you don't have to do it. You put your cursor right here, you push number 3. The little 4 right here is saying how many strokes it's counting. So it's arthroscopic. But you just put the B, but it's saying, you know what? Last time you did it, it was arthroscopic. You push number 3, it changes that whole thing to arthroscopic. Pretty cool. Any questions about that?
Magic list. To make this 4-stroke stenoglobal, all I have to do is press 3. And now press a number if I want this global to go into a dictionary or affect the rest of the document. Otherwise, just keep moving the cursor. So global replacements typically take only 1 or 2 steps and no typing. Automagic understands paragraphing. Again, just press a number to do with 1 step.
You see what it's saying there? Okay, let me back it up just a bit.
4-stroke stenoglobal. All I have to do is press 3. And now press a number if I want this global to go into a dictionary or affect the rest of the document. Otherwise, just keep moving the cursor. So global replacements typically take only 1 or 2 steps. And
so it's already thinking ahead. You know, so maybe you do have this in your dictionary, maybe you don't. Maybe it's the first time you're gonna have garage. It's like, well, this is garage. It's already thinking ahead. Hey, did you mean garage? Did you mean gay? Did you mean good? Gave? You know, it's already thinking. It's already thinking ahead. So it, you know, and with the little 2 right here is saying it's putting these 2 together. But your cursor is right here. So it's already thinking ahead. What could it be? Well, it could be gave. Well, there's nothing here. So that's going to tell you if there's not any numbers right there, it's telling you it's just that 1 stroke that it's counting, okay? But right here it has the number 2, so it says, you know what, I'm reading ahead, and it could possibly be that you meant garage. Oh yeah, you know what, I did mean garage. No big deal, press number 3, puts garage in there, okay?
And no typing. Automagic understands paragraphing. Again, just press a number to do with 1 step what might take multiple steps on a...
You see what it's doing right there? It had...
typically take only 1 or 2 steps and no typing. Automagic understands...
So say you're right here and it's like, you know what, this is supposed to be question answer. You know what? You put your cursor right there. You know what? I want it to be an answer. All you do is press F3, F4. So get it, y'all know about that one, right? F3, F4 automatically puts it into a question answer. Okay? F3 is question, F4 is answer. Okay? Well, you can do that. You can put it right there and push F4, automatically comes down here, wipes that thing out, puts it as a question. You're ready to go. Okay? Or, I mean F4 for an answer. For the question, same thing, F3, or you just push number 6. Number 6 puts it in there, automatically puts it into an answer or a question, whichever one you choose. You want to join the paragraph, you know what, this is supposed to be up here. This isn't supposed to be a question, it's supposed to be up there. And you can do Control J joins a paragraph, so it's going to shoot that wherever you are, it's going to shoot it up to the next answer, question, or whatever it is, you know, or this is called colloquy. So if you wanted, you know, put it up there with the colloquy, then it can. You know, this isn't supposed to be question answer, it's supposed to be part of the colloquy. And I want to join that paragraph. You can press number 4 or Control J. Okay? Pretty cool. Or if you want a new paragraph, a fixed line, whatever. And a fixed line is just adding a new line. It just puts it on a new line. Okay?
Paragraphing. Again, just press a number to do with one step what might take multiple steps on another program. Automagic also watches out for word reversals or incorrect.
Y'all see what it just did? So it was she is, but it was supposed to be is she still, you know, works isn't supposed to be right. So that's what they're talking about now. You can even change the prefixes and suffixes on words from doing it. There's an easier way to do it, and I'm going to show you that later, but I mean, there's a really easy way to do it. So, you know, it's already thinking ahead. Well, what did you mean? You know, did you mean worked? She still worked there? And if it is, then you just press number 3. You don't have to do anything with that S or whatever. It automatically changes it. Okay?
Applied suffixes or missing punctuation and compound word problems.
You see what it's saying? So it's always thinking ahead of what you're doing. So she was outstanding in the field? No, she wasn't good in the field. She was just out there standing. So that she was out standing in the field. She was standing in the field. She wasn't terrific in the field. You see what it's saying? So, I mean, sometimes it'll put it together. So, I mean, you should have conflict-free writing where your out automatically gets put on as a prefix or a suffix, you know? So you should be writing it differently, but we'll get to that on another day. But, I mean, it's already thinking ahead of it. You know what? Maybe you did mean that. I don't know. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Well, if you didn't, then push number 1, and it automatically puts the word together. You don't have to come over here and space, 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 and then, you know, hit the tab bar or the space bar to space it over or whatever to make it 2 words. All you do is press number 1. Okay?
It alerts you to spelling problems as you're making them.
See, so what it does is when it doesn't recognize a word, it puts a little red underline under it, and it tells you, hey, look, I don't recognize this word. This word isn't in the dictionary. Not in my dictionary. Maybe it's supposed to be, I don't know. But did you mean to feed? She was standing out in the field. Well, F-E-E-L is feel, like to touch. No, that's not right. It's number 9. It's field.